Hello, welcome to. Oh, I forgot to do the thing again. Oh no! Hello, welcome to Squishy Vision, where I. This button's not working. Hmm. Why is my light not coming on? Hello, welcome to Squishy Vision, where I'm reacting to episode 5 of 8 of Skeleton Crew. You have a lot to learn about pirates. Yeah, we've really got like 3 episodes left, so that's one more episode, and then like presumably a finale, or at least 2 episodes and then a finale. And despite my prediction of last week, we're not going to all the 4 sister planets of our Aten and the other planet, but instead we go to what was meant to be an old pirate cove, now turned into a tourist location. And essentially the mission of this, Alexa, Volume 0, the mission of this episode is to find the old kind of treasure hiding spot of the old captain and find the coordinates. And the resolution, Alexa thinks I'm Alexa, be quiet. So the resolution of last week's cliffhanger of SM33 going murdery on the kids, which was a frank betrayal, because like I was already like memeing in my head about how he was like, oh, I've met these kids for like 5 minutes, but if anything happened to them I'd kill everyone and then myself. Only to see him turn on them like this was frankly upsetting, but it turns out that the solution to that, I think KB did something to fix the memory. It was not really expanded on a huge amount, but once reset, he kind of got over his murder spree and was perfectly fine to help out his current captain again, because those were his old captain's rules. And yeah, I mean, it's fine. I don't really mind. I didn't want to spend. I love the character, and I didn't want to get rid of them because they were a liability, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to like get over that. So I'm just happy for them to just reset back. And it's kind of funny that it was a fully expected sight gag, but it was a amusing one nonetheless. Of George tying down SM33 onto the table. I mean, SM33 just completely like breaking loose without any kind of effort. And yeah, revealed. I think this is an in-universe revelation, although it's already been revealed in like marketing stuff of the ship's name, the captain who it belongs to. It's a new character. We see a hologram of him later on, and from what I can see, it's not mentioned in the cast list who voices the character. So that's something exciting to look forward to. Clearly, we're trying to hide who this person is, either because they've cast someone that they don't want to reveal quite yet, or because whoever is voicing / playing this role reveals who this is. And thinking about the timelines, and like, you know, this must be someone like pre-Empire, or even like before the fall of the Republic. Someone who died. I don't know if it's quite been revealed how long ago that must have been, but the hologram is obviously broken, so we couldn't see who the face was. I think this is going to be a revelation. I'm actually kind of like buzzed to find out who that might be. Hopefully it's someone. But you know, I mean, it could go the route they've gone in previous things where it's just no one that we've known before. But guess we have to wait and see. I'm hoping we get to see more of Kelly MacDonald's character, because Kelly MacDonald is a really good actress. And so I'm hoping we'll see some more of that. But yeah, it was very much a tense piratey episode, with traps and booby traps, which I guess is covered by traps, but whatever. So I enjoyed that kind of like tenseness of them having to like sneak around. It's very much a pirate adventure trope that Star Wars is now taking a jab at, and like I've kept saying, the big thrill of this episode is that it's taking normal pirate tropes and going, here, have a Star Wars version of it. So that's fun to watch. And what I kind of enjoyed is, because what you often don't see in these adventures, especially family-friendly adventures, is, oh, you got all these traps that have been set, but we don't ever see the corpses of everyone who were like failed to pass them before. And every single trap we see in this episode, we see the corpses. So you know, and it's the first trap we see, then they're expecting the trap because they see a bunch of decapitated skeletons, and like, oh, well, they've been decapitated. And a second later, the trap gets triggered. That Jordan SM33 have to duck under, other kids are too short to be hit by. Then later on, when they come across there's also like this anti-gravity trap where you step on this area. Anti-gravity pulls you up into a bunch of spikes, and then we see like a corpse like in there, like, well, at least a skeleton. And then later on, when they discover that the pool of water is actually acid, when they manage to drain that, you see a bunch of like skeletons be washed away with the water, with the acid, which is a nice touch because it doesn't have to do that, but it is nice to kind of see a nice little touch there. Yeah, there's a bunch more now cute character moments. We see more of Jod having to basically deal with the kids being kids. They book out this really fancy like hotel room, and all the kids are like excited about being in a hotel room full of like buffet food and pillows and fancy beds and stuff. Which is, they made a bunch of like fancy sorry, I got a message and I got distracted. Yeah, just Jod having to deal with like the seriousness of the situation, and all the kids are just like completely like geeking out as they would do of being in this new venture. Kind of reminds me of how I was when I was on a school trip, and they're basically treating this like an exotic school trip and not really appreciating the danger, which is a very like stark reality to the end of the episode, where Jod turns on the kids and essentially threatens them with death if they don't yield command over to him over the ship. Which, I mean, some people on Twitter, a bunch of people on Twitter are saying, oh, well, this was expected. This was what was inevitably going to happen. I wasn't sure. I was flip-flopping. I mean, like, the character of Jod is quite dark, but also is quite, like, caring, and he keeps flip-flopping in a way which, you know, could very well be a fake out or just a nuanced character, and it's hard to tell. And that's how and I think, you know, Jude Law is doing a really good job of playing that character where you couldn't tell until this episode, where he does kind of just finally go. I mean, hey, even now we don't know. Like, he's taking command, but that might be just simply because he thinks it's the safest thing to do, because clearly kids being in command is jeopardizing them. Or it could literally just be selfish self-preservation. We can't tell quite yet what the kind of plan is, and I think that's actually quite gripping. But yeah, even then, it's quite a dark thing to do, to put a knife to like a small girl's throat and be like, yield command to me. And you know, you don't know if he's the sort of person to go through with it or not, because a couple of scenes earlier, no, are you? What is this? Airport security questionnaire? Wasn't there like a thing like a bunch of years ago where like for immigration there's like a question on like a quiz sheet, and one of the questions is, are you a terrorist? You've got like to yes or no, and I think that was like the subject of much ridicule. Anyway, as I was trying to say, a couple of scenes earlier, he literally like flushes the pirates who he used to be in command of with the acid, and it's not clear really if he kills them or not. We know from the trailers at least a few of them are in like further episodes, but depending on how quickly the area refills, like certainly some of them would have got acid sprayed if not full on killed, and it's a pretty like brutal way to kill someone. So you don't know, maybe he would very well have killed Vern. I'd like to think he wouldn't have, but like it's a hard character to read. So yeah, that's quite gripping. So I need to stop saying so much. I think we now have the coordinates for Al Atin, so that kind of actually places us quite nicely of like 2/3 along the series' like full length. It could have also gone either where we were building up to finding the coordinates, and the coordinates was like the last thing that we did, but actually no, we've kind of jumped ahead a bit, but not in a way which is problematic, I don't think, for the caught my phone and then I dropped it anyway. Oh, we also got some more bits on Aladdin. They were trying to find a way of passing a message through the barrier, and like nothing else, just to like let the kids know that they're still looking for them and things like that. Which seems to imply that the adults know there's something odd about the planet, and how, oh, it was like, oh well, we have to be careful because we don't want people, it's like, oh yeah, we want to pass the message through the barrier without letting people know how to get back to Al-Atin in case the message is intercepted. So they know the planet is hidden from the rest of the galaxy. It's unclear if they know exactly why the planet is hidden. It's unclear if that planet being hidden is connected to the fact that it has one of the last Imperial mints. Quite possibly. It's not. There's still a lot of mysteries here. Like, why is the planet hidden? Why do people not want? Why do the people not want the Republic mints to be locatable? Who is the supervisor? Things like that. We now know why the ship was crashing on Latin, so that mystery was revealed. So yeah, I'm quite. I think the series has actually gone pretty solidly. Just hope it lands the last 3 episodes, because a lot of Disney Plus shows have a tendency to kind of get the first 2/3 done well and then fail the landing. So I'm hoping we get a resolution there. Anyway, I'm gonna go make food now, and then once that's ready, I'm gonna watch the next episode of What If, and then react to that, and then I think we are done for the day in terms of these videos at least, and hopefully I get some gaming in for the end of the day. But thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all later. Get out of the house.